PnB rock. He had no business in South Central.
Welcome back to InTheStreetzTV, and today we still talking about PnB Rock and one of the founders of the Rolling 60s, Big U. So before we get into this video, make sure you smash that like button, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe with post notifications turned on. Now, for those of y'all who don't know who Big U is, he's one of the founders of the Rolling 60s, and where PnB got shot and killed at, it has been said that Roscoe's is in between a few hoods, and one of them being the Rolling 60s. Now let me just say this before y'all take it the wrong way. I'm not saying Big U had anything to do with the situation, and I'm not saying the Rolling 60s had anything to do with the situation. It seemed to me is that he wants to leave that life alone. It seems to me that he wants the violence to stop. Actually, being a leader, he should stand up and have some type of control over his neighborhood, being that he's a leader of the Rolling 60s, but only time would tell. So with that being said, let's get to these clips, and then we're gonna come back with our commentary. Let's go.
PnB rock. I just want to send my condolences to the family. I know what it feels like to lose a father. You know what I mean? I see kids lose a father. I still got my father, but you know what I mean? We live in some senseless times right now. People devalue life. But no, y'all know how it go, man. I mean, it really ain't safe for nobody nowhere, really, to be honest. It ain't really no hood thing. It ain't no Crip or blood thing. It's about greed. It ain't no, you know what I mean? It's about greed. It's about knowing where you're going, knowing who you're dealing with. If all of us could tell you when something was gonna happen or when something not gonna happen, when nothing happened to nobody. Let's just be honest. Don't none of us know when something gonna happen. Not one of us can tell the other person, hey, if you go over there, you're gonna die, you're gonna this. Nobody can tell nobody. We can only just try to give people good advice. And then there's always repercussions that come with the things that happen. You know what I mean? I read something where somebody said the young lady put the location. I don't think that had nothing to do with it. Probably did, but I don't think it had nothing to do with it. Because that's just a rough area where it happened to that young brother at. It's just a rough area, man. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that happened to him. It happened to me. It could happen to any of us. You know what I mean? Like, he out with his girl. That's the crazy thing. He was out with his woman, like he's supposed to. Every man should be able to go out with their woman and their kids. But, you know what I mean? That's just not how it is some places. And it hurts. It hurts because it's the same for me. Ain't no different for me and nobody else. In LA, in New York, in Miami, it's the same. You know what I mean? When do you get to put your guards down? He had no business in South Central. Man, he had every business in South Central. He had the business to be wherever he was. The man was going to get something to eat with his woman. He's supposed to be anywhere he want to go. He ain't violate nobody. He don't look like he was going to get into it with nobody. He was with his woman. He had a right to be everywhere, in my opinion. But I think it's about being smart, though. Because even if I was in that area, I'm going to be careful going that way. I'm going to be careful going east. If you asked me about that Roscoe's chicken and waffle, I would have told him, no, don't go to that one. It's a lot of Roscoe's. You want to go get that food. But as a man and a young black man out with his girl, he should be able to go. I mean, you know, it's just about, I don't know, I'm so sick of it. It's just, but you know, I grew up in it. I did it. I hunted. I did the same the youngsters is doing. You know what I mean? And we did stupid stuff, and just try to do your part to change what you did when you was young and try to do something different. But nah, I don't even want to say the word. I don't want to quote nothing, checking in or nothing, because I don't think it's appropriate right now to be trying to use that where somebody lost their father and a son and an uncle and a cousin. That's appropriate, because I wouldn't want nobody saying that if that was happening to me or some of mine. But the reality of the situation is that somebody lost their life, and if it was over a robbery, if somebody goes to jail for it, the time that you're going to get is not going to amount to nowhere near that goddamn jury. You know what I'm saying? That's not going nowhere near it. And when you sitting there and you fighting that case, and that lawyer tell you to fight your case, they need 100 bands. You realize you wouldn't even got 100 bands for whatever jury you got. That's when it becomes real to you. That's when it becomes real. It becomes real when that math happens. And that lawyer tell your parents or your family or your friends, oh no, we need 30, 40 bands to fight this case. 50, no less than 50 probably. So that means if you don't got the money, you're gonna get a court-appointed lawyer, you creep. So now you're looking for a deal. Robbery could be the penalty. And then, so it's always LA. No, it ain't always LA. It's everywhere, man. I don't know why y'all think it's always LA. It's more sun in LA. And there's more rappers and entertainers move to LA. So that's why it look like it's always LA. But it ain't only LA now. I don't know if y'all think. There's people getting flipped everywhere. Chicago, you know what I mean? When I was in Chicago this whole weekend, I went to my son's game. I was with my nephew now and my little cousins. And I move with respect. I respect the city. You know what I mean? I call my nephew and them, then we go out. They get the right preparations for us to move how we move. I go where they say we going. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not. And I could have went a lot of places, but I'm like, man, look, where are we going? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna move with the respect to respect the land. You know what I mean? But it ain't no just LA. LA ain't the only place this stuff is going down, because LA ain't the only place that got people that feel like they want to take it from somebody else. I'm telling you, I used to live like that. You know what I mean? That's how I made my mind was messed up like that. You know what I mean? And when I say my mind was messed up like that, I mean my mind was messed up like that. You know what I mean? So nah, LA ain't the only place it happens. Because in fact, there are gangsters and hustlers and robbers and jackers dealing everywhere. And dudes carrying guns and girls carrying guns everywhere.
So now that y'all seen that and heard that, stroll down to that comment section. Tell me what y'all think about this crazy situation. Even Big U, which is a big homie, which is a founder, a leader of the Rolling 60s, said he will be careful going to that Roscoe's. So if he said that, PnB Rock, being that he lived in LA for a while, he should have known better. I'm not gonna lie, he should have known better. Now they say the suspect came in with a purple mask. So who knows, that might be one of the grape streets. Who knows? I'm just saying. But it is what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think down below in that comment section. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe with post notifications turned on.